Hello, I'm making a follow-up video to the Patreon announcement video, announcing that I am in fact closing the Patreon. Why? Okay, so I think I had to open the Patreon the way I did in order for me to realize that I needed to close it, but there's I kept getting kind of the messages or the feeling that I was creating a safety net for myself with this journey through that Patreon. Luckily, no one actually subscribed in the 2 days that I opened it, which was great. But so I guess this will be a quick little kind of story time. So when I was younger, I had this kind of dream of someday making video games and making board games, and how I don't know, I always had this vision in my head of this perfect video game and this perfect board game that I would just absolutely love. And so I spent many years pondering over it, kind of designing classes and designing what's the structure going to look like. Then when I went into school in college, I ended up doing this whole kind of dance of, I'm going to be a neurologist. Oh, wait, no, I'm not going to be a neurologist. I'm going to be blah, blah, blah. I went through a few different things and finally ended up on programming and being a computer scientist. And it's actually so funny because all of these things were very helpful at the time. That was the journey I went through. But yeah, I was like, oh yeah, I can make my dream a reality by being a programmer. Makes sense. And I finished all the CS classes. And then on the very last course, which was funny enough, not even a CS course, it was a language course. It was the foreign language that I needed to learn. I just kept failing the class because it was I didn't put in enough time. I was incredibly depressed at the time, and I tried so many times. I tried 4 times to get this class done. I tried intensive programs over the 6 weeks of just slamming it, and every time, funny enough, it was my voice and the fear that stopped me from completing the class. And yeah, so I have a computer science degree, a 4-year degree that needs one class, a foreign language class, in order to complete the degree. I've never completed it, and I probably never will, honestly, because who the fuck cares about a piece of paper? What matters is what I learned. That's way more valuable than the actual paper. But it was just kind of like everything that I've kind of gone throughout my life, it was something that needed to happen, but also at the time it was like a massive failure where it was like I couldn't even complete the degree that I had worked so hard on. So anyway, getting back to the Patreon, the writing was kind of tied into this dream where it's like, I'm good at writing. I know I've always been good at writing. And that writing a fantasy novel that I always dreamed of reading. Like, it's the same, it's tied in the same way, where it's like, it's a dream of something that I wanted to create. And I'm not saying that I won't create these things, but currently, that shouldn't be my focus. And I think that's incredibly important. Because the writing, I don't doubt that people would love the book that I'm writing. I like it. And I've read hundreds and hundreds of books on like wizards and all sorts of like fantasy novels with like healers and necromancers and, you know, anything magical. I've probably read it. Now I'm sure people could like come up with books that I haven't read. I haven't read everything, but at least all the ones that feel to me like they were obvious, I've read them. Except for the Wheel of Time series. I fucking hated this beginning of the Wheel of Time. I know it's a good novel. I know it's a good series. But like, man, that opening, like, first, I don't know, it's like 5 or 10 chapters of them just like, ugh, man, I hated it so much. So maybe if I watched the Wheel of Time like TV series and get past that, maybe I'd really like it. I know I'd like it if I got past all of that, but I just never ended up getting around to it. So that's the one standout that I'm like, okay, like, I know I'm gonna like this sometime. I'll just have to get through it. But anyway. So yeah, the writing was, and I've mentioned this, I think I was talking about it in my daily vlogs. I don't know if that's, I don't think it's come up yet. I haven't posted that specific day yet, but there's this idea that what I'm in the process of doing is a trust fall. It's a trust fall with the universe, where I say, okay, I hear you, I'm listening, I'm being strong, I'm bringing courage, I'm letting my voice come out, I'm saying what I need to say, and I am being who I am. And as long as I do those things, the universe will provide for me and help me walk the path that I've always meant to walk. And the writing, at this moment, is not a part of that path. It was actually a safety net I put up for myself, where it's like, well, if this doesn't work out for some reason, even though I'm supposed to be like listening and just letting go, I clung on to this idea that, yeah, but I could still like all of my like income and all of that can come from my Patreon, because I know I'm a good writer. It was a very egocentric, like, I'm not going to let the universe fully control everything. Here's a little safety net because I don't know if I can trust the universe. And as soon as I realized that, I'm like, well, fuck, I gotta take it down. So I took it down. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the novel, the 7 chapters that I've written. I'm pausing. I'm pausing the writing for a little bit. I think that it's a valuable skill I have, but my voice is what I should be focused on when it comes to stuff aside from the food and the exercise. And speaking my truth, speaking about who I am, and yeah, I don't know what that's going to look like, but I guess for now, I'm just going to do the daily vlogs. When something shows up that I think I need to say, I'll make a separate video for it, if I don't say it in the vlogs. And I'm falling. I'm trusting. And that's all I can do. Is fall and trust, because that's the exercise. That is what I am supposed to be doing right now, is trusting and falling. And it is incredibly scary, but I have the courage to allow the process to happen and unfold in a natural way that will make sense. And I don't need to know all of the specifics on how things are going to play out. So we'll find out together. So yeah, I guess no Patreon. Who knows? Maybe I'll open it up at some point in the future, but for now, no Patreon. So thank you. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. Assuming if you watched the first video, well, you know, you're watching the second video. So, alright, thank you. And look forward to seeing what the future holds. Alright, bye.